Lesson 5 is solving equations with like terms. We talked about like terms earlier. Like terms are things that have the same variable part. The steps to solving these kinds of equations. Step number 1, we're going to combine like terms first. So we don't have all those different kinds of things floating around that are the same. We're going to group them together. Step 2, we're going to get rid of the constant, just like we did before, which means we're going to add or subtract. I don't think this will recognize it, but we'll try anyways. This says t, but that should be add. And the last thing we're going to do is get rid of the coefficient, which means we're going to multiply or we're going to divide. So notice the steps are the same each time. The only thing that changes is the step in front. We're doing the same process, but the step in front is going to change. So in this example, we're going to combine like terms. Now we can only combine like terms on the same side of the equation. So I'm looking all here or here, but not all together, because remember that teeter-totter is separated into two pieces. 12x and positive 2x. Those are like terms. I can combine those together and get 14x. Minus 7 equals 49. Now this just becomes a two-step equation, which we did in the last unit before word problems. So I use the same process. I box the variable. I do the opposite, so I add 7 to both sides. 14x equals 56. I divide by what's in front of the coefficient, or I divide by the coefficient, and I get 4 for the answer. Now I can still do the same thing to check my answer. If I plug it in to the original equation, 12 times 4 minus 7 plus 2 times 4, and I'm going to see if this comes out to be 49. So 12 times 4 is 48, minus 7 plus 8 equals 49. Now if we add all this up, you notice with your calculator you get 49. So this is true. X equals 4 is the correct answer. Number 2. Draw a line down. I'm going to combine what's the same. So 34 is a constant, and so is 7. Positive 7 that is. So 34 and positive 7, 41. Minus 2x I bring down. I don't do anything with that yet. I want this by itself, so I get rid of 41, which means I subtract, because right now it's positive. Negative 2x equals 20. Divide by what's in front, negative 2. So x is negative 10 for my answer. Now again to check it, 34 minus 2 times negative 10. Careful of our signs, because that's where it's probably going to get a little tricky. 34. Now I have a negative 2 and a negative 10, which is plus 20. Plus 7 equals 61. 61 equals 61, so that works. It's the same process over and over again, except now there's just one extra step added in there. Okay? We'll do 2 more of these. We'll do the bottom 2. Combine negative 4y and positive 8y, which is 4y. Plus 3 I bring down is 15. I need 4y by itself, so I subtract 3. 4y equals 12. Divide by 4. Y equals 3 is the answer that I get. So I plug it in up here, negative 4 times 3 plus 8 times 3 plus 3 is 15. Negative 12 plus 24 plus 3 is 15. And if you notice when you use your calculator, 15 equals 15 is true. Number 6, 2x and negative 3x combined together give you negative 1x plus 16 equals 45. I subtract 16 on both sides. Negative 1 is 29. Divide by -1, whatever's in front of x. So x is negative 29 for the answer. To check it, 2 times negative 29 plus 16 minus 3 times negative 29. Now I ran out of room, but the answer should be 45, which is what's on the other side of the equation. Negative 58 plus 16, multiply these two, it gives me a positive 78. And when I add these together, I'm going to get, let's see here, make sure I have this copy done correctly first. This should work out. Negative 58. Sorry, this is 87, not 78. Sorry about that. I reversed the numbers around. This is 87, which gives me 45, which is the same answer as this, so that checks. Same steps are involved, except now we're just going to add one step in front, combine like terms, and now, once we combine like terms, it becomes a two-step equation, which we've been doing.